Imagine the vast, open sea. Now picture a lone sailor navigating these waters. Our tale begins with a solitary mariner, a man whose life has been shaped by the sea's relentless waves and the whispering winds. He is a man of few words, his heart kept company by the rhythmic lullaby of the ocean's ebb and flow. His face, weather-beaten, tells 1,000 tales of the sea's unfathomable depths and its silent whispers. Dusk falls, casting long shadows over the undulating waves. Our sailor, although alone, is never lonely. He finds solace in the sea's ever-changing moods, its temperamental currents and its unyielding expanse. He is a part of this world, as much as the gulls that take flight at dawn, or the stars that twinkle in the inky black canvas above. But on this particular evening, as the last rays of sunlight fade into the horizon, our sailor notices something unusual. A silhouette, barely discernible in the encroaching twilight. A ship perhaps? Curiosity piqued, he adjusts his course, steering towards this enigma. As he sails closer, the silhouette takes form. It's a ship all right, but not one he's ever seen the likes of. Its mast juts out against the night sky, an ominous specter in the moon's pallid glow. Its sails, tattered and torn, flutter in the wind, whispering tales of forgotten voyages and seafaring legends. An eerie sense of foreboding washes over our sailor. The sea, once his familiar companion, now feels alien, its whispers growing louder, more insistent. Yet the sailor is drawn to the mysterious vessel, like a moth to a flame. He cannot resist the lure of the unknown, the promise of a tale yet untold. For what is a sailor without his stories, his adventures, his conquests against the sea's mighty wrath? His heart pounding in his chest, the sailor steers his course towards the ghostly ship. The sea's whispers grow silent, holding its breath in anticipation. The air is thick with suspense, every wave carrying the weight of the unknown. As the sailor moves closer, he realizes that the ship he sees is not of the living world. A chill runs down the sailor's spine as he steps onto the eerie deck of the ghost ship. The air is thick with an atmosphere of chilling silence, a stark contrast to the familiar hum of his own vessel. As he treads carefully, the worn wooden planks beneath his feet creak ominously, echoing through the hollow vessel. It's as if the ship itself is aware of his presence, welcoming him into its spectral embrace. He ventures further into the abandoned ship, each step taking him deeper into the heart of this maritime phantom. His senses are assaulted by the unmistakable scent of age and decay, a testament to the ship's long-forgotten history. A sudden cold gust of wind sweeps across the deck, raising goosebumps on his skin, whispering tales of dread in his ear. As he steps into the ghost ship's grand hall, a flicker catches his eye. A lone lantern hangs from the ceiling, casting an eerie glow that dances across the room. The flame within flickers, battling against the cold wind that seems to penetrate the very bones of the ship. It's a surreal sight, a beacon of light in the heart of darkness. Yet it's the source of the strange sounds that truly unnerves him. A low murmur, almost inaudible, fills the air. It's a dissonant symphony of whispers and soft cries, the echoes of a crew long lost to the sea. It's as if the ship is reliving its past, playing out the symphony of its final moments on a loop, for an audience of one. The sailor, armed with nothing but his courage, presses on. The whispers grow louder, the temperature drops further, and the flickering light of the lantern casts long, monstrous shadows that seem to reach out for him. Despite the fear gnawing at his resolve, he continues his exploration, drawn deeper into the mystery of the ghost ship. And then, he discovers a diary, a window into the ship's haunting past. The sailor's hand trembles as he picks it up, his heart pounding in his chest. Little does he know, this diary holds the key to the ghost ship's tragic tale, a story of betrayal and revenge that transcends the boundaries of life and death. As he opens the diary, the sailor is plunged into a tale of deceit, treachery, and vengeance. The diary, worn and aged, tells a chilling tale of greed and betrayal, a narrative that would make the bravest of hearts shudder. In the heart of the ship, the crew trusted one man, their captain. He was their beacon in the storm, their guiding light through the dark, treacherous waters. But as the pages turn, it becomes clear that the captain was not the hero they had believed him to be. He was in fact, their doom. The captain, once a man of honor, had been corrupted by the promise of wealth. Blinded by greed, he led his crew astray, guiding them not to safety, but to their doom. A treacherous reef, concealed by the night and the captain's deceit, became their grave. The crew, none the wiser, met their end in the cold, unforgiving sea. But death was not the end for these ill-fated sailors. Their spirits, filled with anger and a thirst for retribution, were trapped aboard the very ship that had led them to their demise. The ship, now a ghostly vessel, was their prison, their purgatory, and so they remained, bound to the ship by their need for vengeance. Their souls, tormented and restless, roamed the ship, seeking justice for the betrayal that had cost them their lives. The once lively and bustling ship was now a haunting reminder of their tragic fate, a monument to a captain's greed and a crew's unwavering trust. The sailor, engrossed in the diary's tale, could almost hear the ghostly whispers of the betrayed crew, their cries for justice echoing through the ship's hollow halls. The tale, though chilling, evoked in him a deep sense of sympathy for the crew, their tragic fate a stark reminder of the consequences of greed and betrayal. Betrayed and left to die, the crew's spirits were trapped in the ship, seeking justice. Their tale, etched in the pages of the diary, was a haunting testament to their undying quest for revenge and a warning to those who dared to tread in the wake of their tragedy. Understanding the tale of the ghost ship, the sailor now faces a terrifying choice. Our lone sailor, having uncovered the chilling tale of betrayal and revenge that haunts the ghost ship, is now caught in the throes of a dire predicament. The ethereal whispers of the past have weaved a tale of sorrow and despair, stirring a storm of emotions within him. The air is thick with tension, and the silence is punctuated by the creaking of the ship, as if the vessel itself is communicating its anguish. The sailor is a man of the sea, one who understands the delicate balance of life and death, the thin line that separates the mortal realm from the ethereal. He knows that the spirits aboard the ship are trapped in a cycle of torment, their souls unable to find peace. It is a fate he wouldn't wish upon his worst enemy. Now he stands at the helm of the ghost ship, wrestling with a moral and ethical dilemma. Should he try to help these tormented spirits to break the chain of their perpetual suffering? Or should he prioritize his own survival, abandon the ship, and return to the land of the living? It's a choice that weighs heavily on his heart, a decision that could mark the difference between life and death. As he contemplates, the ship seems to grow more restless. The winds howl ominously, the waves crash against the hull with increasing fury, and the spectral wails grow louder. It's as if the spirits are aware of his internal struggle, their unrest growing with his indecision. Fear is a powerful motivator. It can compel us to act, or it can freeze us in our tracks. Our sailor is no stranger to fear, but this experience transcends his understanding of it. The fear he feels now is not just for his own life, but for the souls trapped aboard the ghost ship. The question remains, will he choose to confront the spectral inhabitants of the ship, or will he let self-preservation guide his actions? Time is running out, and as the supernatural storm rages on, the sailor must make his decision. With the spirit's unrest growing, the sailor makes his decision. In the heart of the ghost ship, the sailor confronts the spirits. His heart pounds in his chest like a drum echoing through the eerie silence. Despite the spectral chill in the air, he stands resolute, facing the apparitions that carry the weight of a story marred by betrayal and revenge. The specters, robbed of their mortal forms, are but shadows of their former selves. They bear no malice, merely the pain of their untold tale. The sailor, moved by their plight, extends a hand of kindness and understanding. He lends an ear to their tale, a voice to their silence, and a heart to their pain. With every word he speaks, the air grows less frigid, the oppressive gloom lifting ever so slightly. He offers them a solace they've been denied for far too long, a chance to find peace in the midst of their eternal torment. He acknowledges their suffering, their anger, their desire for justice. He gives them the recognition they've been yearning for, the acknowledgement that their existence, though ghostly, is valid and meaningful. The sailor's confrontation with the spirits is not a battle but a communion, a meeting of worlds separated by the thin veil of life and death. He becomes their beacon, their bridge to the world of the living. He offers them a chance to be heard, to have their story told, to finally rest. And so the climax of our tale unfolds. The sailor, having made amends for a past he did not create, watches as the spectral forms shimmer and fade, their tale told, their wrath quelled. They depart with a sense of peace, leaving behind an echo of their existence, a haunting farewell to their spectral existence. As the ship fades into the fog, the sailor is left alone once more, forever changed by his encounter with the ghost ship. He carries with him a story that transcends the boundaries of life and death, a testament to the power of understanding, compassion, and redemption. And as he sails away, the sea whispers its secrets once more, a haunting melody that will forever echo in his soul.